Hey, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. Another figure unpackaging. This is that newer Spider-Man line that, like, the card stock, the card and the graphics are supposed to remind you of the Spider-Man the animated series that was on Fox Kids and that was what, mid-90s. My brain always wants to say it was like 92, and I know it wasn't. But I saw this at local store. And you know what? I don't have a Hobgoblin figure that I know of. This is a cool looking Hobgoblin. These are bigger. The Marvel ones were like smaller scale. The other one, this is a Hasbro. Those were, I don't know who that, Toy Biz. And I've seen the Hammerhead there. I wouldn't mind getting the Symbiote Spider-Man. I've seen Shocker. Let's go pick up Hobgoblin. I got my Ziploc to put my shit in, so open this up. Oh, man. Damn. Like, the card is super, super thick. Wow. Yeah, they definitely made it hard to get this shit open and somebody steals stuff. I saw, speaking of that, little books, I saw, it was Mattel makes those too, the WWE Elite. Somebody like opened up one of the ones locally and stole Goldberg's belt. There's a little satchel he carries his pumpkin bombs in. Got the little Hobgoblin glider. I always like the See, I love the Green Goblin. Little pumpkin bomb. But I was reading Spider-Man off and on fairly regularly. We picked up one of the titles, and he had 3 new titles every month, and then one reprint title. Man, they didn't screw in there that much. It was easy to get out. So I was reading when Hobgoblin first appeared, and I, at one time, had that first appearance. I did not have the Lakeshore tattoo in it. So it's like a rubbery hood, rubbery cape that's tattered. That looks good. Articulation is really good. Let me see. Can he hold it anyway? Damn it. I know, because I'm holding it weird for the camera. Okay, so you can hold it. He put his satchel. I think it goes across his body. How do you get around that cape? This is the thing. But I sold off that, or no. That Hobgoblin probably got destroyed in the comic book fire. I had somebody who, yeah, let's just leave it to somebody. Got extremely pissed at me, and one day when I was at work, decided, oh, fuck this guy. I'm gonna go. Let's see if I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go burn all those fucking comics. And I lost, like, a couple of long boxes at least, totaled. Bunch of them got smoke damage or char damage. There was in there. Oh, okay, and this would have been 96. And there was like from issue 1 to about issue 50 or 75. I'm not exactly sure when I finally quit running G.I. Joe, all in decent shape. Not meant, but like a step below, there was, at that time, 1.5 runs of Uncanny X-Men before it became Uncanny, starting issue 100, going all the way up to 300, including annuals and all that shit. A bunch of other stuff. Some of it survived, some of it didn't. The G.I. Joe got burned up. I had a pretty, like, Transformer first 2 or 3 years. I had a pretty decent Marvel Star Wars run. I had a full run of Miracle Man from Eclipse. The issues got burned up or destroyed that way. I held onto the hardcovers in the trades, and I've sold off the stuff that Marvel has reprinted. I've sold off those hardcovers and trades just because I wanted to make my money back. And the stuff they haven't, I still got them. And when it finally comes out, I'll get rid of those. I know they changed a few little things in the Marvel reprints, but I got scans of the originals. But I was just one of the characters I enjoy. I enjoyed the Green Goblin because Spider-Man's one of these where I knew the character. As a kid, I don't really know how. I guess maybe my parents remember him like the comics. I don't know how I discovered Spider-Man, but it was what, 80, 81. So I wasn't real old yet when Spider-Man's Amazing Friends started. And I watched that every week and became my favorite character, but I did not really buy the comic. It was about 84. That was off the air. And my local library had like a comic exchange. You bring in one comic for one comic. One time, I was like, I would go hit yard sales, talk to friends. Anybody was giving their comics, get their comics cheap and trade them in for stuff. Yeah, I'd be trading in like Archie and Disney and stuff like that, or these spy religious comics for, whatever I could find in there. Well, they had these paperback books, regular size paperback books. in a paperback book about that size. And it would be about that thickness. It'd reprint like 6 issues in color of early Marvel stuff. And I got like 2 or 3 volumes of Spider Man. It was then also when I got in Doctor Strange. I got like a Doctor Strange one and loved these things. Had a Hulk one, had what's that? I had a Captain America, and that's when I really got into Spider Man. Like, oh, I want to read more of this. Well, that's when I discovered that you had, about that time, you had 3 monthly titles that were new stuff, and then 1 monthly title was reprints. And I would always pick up Marvel Tales, especially if it was reprinting anything pre-issue 100. And I would pick up like Web of, or Amazing, or Spectacular. The cover looked good, or storyline caught my eye. And Hobgoblin I got heavy into, wanted to know who the hell it was. You know, like, oh, who is this? And I love, man, they just went all out on this. And I love the mystery. And then I picked up the Spider-Man versus Wolverine comic where, you know, the Hobgoblin actually gets killed, or at the time, that's who they said it was. You know, and you can go look at the whole story on Hobgoblin. He's just one of them characters that... And I got into him because I loved the original Green Goblin. Because it wasn't until Marvel started the Deluxe Handbook that I learned who the original Green Goblin was. Because I'd seen the appearances in them trade paperbacks, the paperback books like this. I'd seen a little bit of Marvel Tales, but I'd never seen it be revealed. I'm like, oh, yeah, who is this? And then the official handbook came out. I'm like, oh, it's, you know, Osborn. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Check out that new figure. And I will get my shelves eventually set up. There's so much in my room now. I'm working on it. But give me a thumbs up. As always, you know, share, comment, subscribe. You know, put it in a playlist. It don't matter. I've seen some of my videos on Dead Pit are in a playlist. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. More people are watching them. Laters.